Hello everybody, it's Amanda here with Payne to Purpose Coaching, and I just wanted to do a really quick video and talk to you today about what it is that I do, how I do it, what is energy and alchemy metaphysical coaching, what is that, and a little bit about the free sessions that I give away. So it occurred to me recently on my own, and it's also been brought to my attention by one of my clients, had mentioned that, she was a little not exactly certain what it was that what my specialties were. And so I hear that, and I know it's resonated with me for a few years now, and I finally was able to narrow it down. I had a lot of different types of training, a lot of things that I was interested in, a lot of different ways that I wanted to help people, as most coaches do. And just the term life coach doesn't really cover it. I mean, it does, but to just somebody, they're like, well, what about life do you help? So it's better if people, could niche, right? So I had a lot of different types of training, and I was interested in many different things, but one thing that was common about all of them was energy. I was just completely, like that is my thing, is just energy, because everything is energy, and energy, once it's created, it never ends. It transforms and it changes shape, and it might even change color or vibrations, but it's always there. And everything has energy. I mean, everything. The blade of grass has energy. You have energy. I have energy. The dogs have energy. It's, everything. This phone has energy. The microphone has energy. Lights have energy. So, and we are subjected to energies, different types of energy every single day. And we take all this stuff in, and it starts to build up, or it starts to change our energy if we are not balancing every day, and if we are not clearing out the old energies that aren't serving us. And if we aren't, they build up. They build up in our chakras. They build up in our nerves and our muscles and our bones, and they build up in our tissues and our organs and all of that. So our complete system can get thrown off. And so that was really I thought, well, any problem that ever has an energy and a frequency and a vibration to it. So if I really want to help people with anything that they encounter, then I have to look at it from an energy aspect. And that's why I decided to be an energy coach and a metaphysical, quantum energy and alchemy coach. When I first started, I had a coach, and I remember being so shy about what it was that I wanted to do. And I have always, I used to listen to Tony Robbins tapes way back in the day. I used to sit up at night and watch him on TV, late night TV, back in the 80s. So I've always kind of wanted to do this. I just was too scared to admit it and come out with it, because I thought nobody would take me seriously, and nobody would, believe it. And as big a mess I was, I didn't have my life all together and perfect. So who's going to believe me, right? But it doesn't really work that way. Everybody needs help. And there's always, coaching has been around forever. There's always been a village wise person, or an oracle, or, something like that somebody went to for help. And we've kind of gotten away from that. So this isn't, coaching is not new age. It's gotten rediscovered, and it's grown now than what we've seen in the last several thousand years. But there used to be one or two in every village, so that's saying a lot. And with that in mind, we need help in this 3D experience. We are spiritual beings having a human experience here on earth. And, people are put here as helpers to help us. So when I finally stepped into my purpose is when I figured out, yes, I want to be an energy coach. I want to do this. And, Tony Robbins is a empowerment coach, right? That's his niche. He empowers people. He can coach them on anything. When presidents, when CEOs of companies, when when Princess Diana, when all of these people contacted him and said, I really need some help. When Mother Teresa even contacted him and said, I need some help, help me out with this. He shows up and he helps them be empowered around whatever issue that is. So, and incidentally, he was one of the first people I trained under. So for me to be an energy alchemy coach, be a pain to purpose coaching is kind of my mission. It started out as helping people change their perspective, just exactly how I learned and what was taught to me and what showed up in my life. It was really that I needed to be, I needed to embody and be what it is that I'm coaching and talking about. So for me, that is pain to purpose. That is, alchemy. That is energy. So I had this, when I first started out, I remember I had just gotten to the point where everything was just awful. And I just felt like I couldn't go on another day. I thought I was cursed. I was just like, what is going on, And you name it, and it happened. And, and then I felt down because I was like, well, I brought it on myself. I can't blame anybody. I victimized myself. And, it was just all this blame and all this guilt. And, I was getting nowhere, just spinning my wheels in a big negative ball. It was like a downward spiral, system of a down kind of thing. And so one day I just got fed up. And, it's one of those things where you're having your rant to the universe. And when you have this type of thing, this rant, the universe knows you're at your limit. You have had it and there's got to be a change now. And I know so many people that have turned their life around that tell this same kind of story. Even Tony Robbins has one of these stories. So, but I didn't realize it at the time. That's what it was. I didn't know. And so, I was yelling out to the universe, that I was just tired of everything and I wanted things to change. And the next thing I know, I got this overwhelming sensation of just peace and almost laughter, that something just said, you big dummy, I've been with you, helping you all along. And the funny thing is that the voice was me. It was my voice. And I was like, that's what God sounds like. God isn't here. So I was like, thank you for finally showing up, and it's like, no, I've been here the whole time. So I kind of started to realize that I wasn't the unluckiest person in the world. I was the luckiest person in the world because the finger of God, the eye of God was on me. And when I had asked so many times in prayer to be stronger and to be smarter and to be more self-sufficient and to be, more capable and faster, when I asked for all of those things, I was immediately sent all of the quickest ways, all of that resistance that came at me. I was given it all at once. And back to back to back, I was getting exactly what I had asked for. And I didn't see it that way at the time. But that is exactly what happened. And it changed my life. It really changed everything. And so I knew that I had to change my perspective. And when I heard that voice, I was just like, I'm really lucky. Not many people get this. Not many people get it. And I got it. And so I just became completely grateful. And it really changed everything. And I started to think everything that has happened to me has happened for a reason. And that is what we're taught, that we have helpers here to help get us through and help us be in that flow state and that high vibration life, that state of being that's high vibration, where we can look at something and say, I want that. I'm going to manifest it, and then you manifest it, where you're calling the shots and you're creating and having the life that you so richly want and deserve. And life is not about, we didn't come here to suffer and to be put down and to feel guilty and to be punished. That is not, be careful about that, folks. That is not who you think it is. So we came here for things to happen, for us to overcome them, for us to learn from them and grow and evolve and be higher and more elevated and vibrationally up because of that, for us to have a higher state and live in that higher state all the time. And then when we leave, we just keep elevating and elevating and elevating. And right now, it's really special time in the world where, better a chance than ever that we can do this. There's no bubonic plagues going around right now. I'm not saying we don't have our problems, but I'm saying we've really seen tougher times than this. So I try to get people to understand that everything is energy. And if you've got problems with your relationships, if you've got problems, dating or in your marriage or with your partner, if you have, problems manifesting, you don't know how to do it. If you've got problems with your people at work that you're managing and supervising and you feel like you can't connect with them, if you have illness in your body and you've had a lot of trauma in your life and stress and things like this that have happened have just eaten away at you, there is a way to live better. There is a way to heal and unpack all that and move past it and grow. And that is what I do. I help people do that. I work with people one-on-one. I'm going to have group coaching later on down the road, but right now I enjoy working with people one-on-one and helping them overcome some of this stuff so that they can be in that high vibe state and that elevated state of consciousness and being all the time, which is what we were meant to do. I mean, we came here to experience and to live and thrive. We did not come here to suffer and be down and sad and sick and hurt and dying all the time and violent to each other. It's not what we came for. We have it in us to do that, but I mean, polarity is how we learn, so we've got to be thankful for the good and the bad, right? That's energy. Even each cell in your body has a positive and a negative, and they work together to fire. You've got pH balance in your body. You've got acid and alkali, and they work together. So you see what I'm getting at. It's just fascinating to me. So I do coaching I work together with somebody one-on-one, and we work on all levels. We work psychosomatically, metaphysically, are those things that you can't see. I do Akashic Records work. I do past lives readings. And that's not fortune telling, folks, because fortune telling is like future stuff. I'm educating people on what they forgot, what they can't see, what they experienced in what their soul experienced in another lifetime. To past lives, soul realignment, let's clear the karma out. That's what you came here to do. And these tools have been lying around forever, and they've just been covered up and hidden. And so I help people find those tools, use them. You get to learn how to process this stuff. Sure, you can do Akashic Records readings on your own, but you don't know, you're not trained to interpret the information. And that's where a really good coach can come in and help you with that and help clear some of these things out of the way. But, if you need weight loss, all of these things that we experience that build up on us have an energetic start. And when we get to the root of the problem, we get to the energetic center of that problem, then we are able to transform things and we're able to start making changes and step by step. And I've got clients that signed up, they signed up for only a few sessions. And then by the time, if they did everything that was, suggested and they were open-minded and kept going with the flow, they couldn't believe the change in just a short while. And, I would ask for a lot of people to, give a Google review, but a lot of these things are private and a lot of these people work in the public a lot and they don't want everybody knowing their business. And that's where it's nice. I do a one-on-one free one-time coaching session. And anytime we meet, it's private unless you need it to be otherwise. If you want to invite somebody in and then watch the session and things like that, then that's up to you. If you want a spouse, if it's okay for me to talk to them about it, then that's fine. But Usually it's one-on-one, and it's the only time in your life, because I know there's not much. If you've got kids, you've got a spouse, you've got animals, you've got work, you've got friends, you've got all these, groups and things that you're a part of, hobbies, everything going on every day. Your kids are in sports, all of that. You are so busy that you don't have time to work on yourself. And you've got to be able to take some time for yourself every day, or at least 1 hour or 90 minutes a week, because you're going to get out of alignment. You're always giving the energy away and not getting any back, So it's really important that you refill your own tanks. And, it's the one time that you get to sit down and you get to be just all about you. And used to, we had more of this in our lives, and now we've become so busy that it's like, we've got so many infringements on our privacy now. We've got these devices that go everywhere with us, and, we're in reach all the time. So we really have to have that time to be normal with just ourselves and a helper. And so, and then even alone completely sometimes too. I recommend that people meditate by themselves every day for a few minutes. But, I am a meditation teacher. I am a metaphysical coach. I'm a healer. And I just really am passionate about what I do. And I love helping people. And I knew from a long time ago that that's what I wanted to do. I just didn't know how to do it. So, as far as the niche goes, I am an everything coach, I guess you could say. It's energy that I work with. And I think that, being able to be in that flow state and being in that high vibe and unburdening ourselves and being able to tell someone your story and you learn from it, it's a really beautiful thing that happens. And it's like you've got your own little Rocky coach in your corner, and it's the greatest feeling in the world. It's one of the best relationships that you can have, is having your own coach. So I just wanted to explain a little bit today about what it is that I do. And just, I do that one-on-one session, and it can be an hour, 90 minutes, just depending. But that's a one-time free where you actually get coaching, and we sit down and we talk. It's like a Q&A, and then, we actually talk a bit about what some of the things are that you want to start on. And, we wrap our heads around it. We put together a plan, and then you sign up for coaching. So the rates are reasonable as well. And so, there's something for everybody, something for everybody's budget. I have packages, and I have one-on-one sessions. So I just hope that clarifies a little bit about what it is that I do. I am your metaphysical alchemy energy coach, and I work on all those levels, the psychosomatic, with health, with, the mental body, chakras, all of that. And that is what I do. So I hope to be hearing from you soon. If you want to reach out to me, please message me, or you can email me at P2P, coachamanda@gmail.com. And if you're stuck and you just know that you're stuck and you don't even know what the problem is, then just write that and set up a clarity session. So I hope to be hearing from you soon. I love you all, and have a good day. Bye.